Someone just tried to scam me. Me, the guy that talks about scams on a weekly basis on this channel. You can't scam the Kickscammer King.
I wanna take you for a ride.
Although these guys almost did. So, how did this all go down? Well, I don't know what it's like for other content creators out there, but ever since Twitter became X, I've been inundated with DM requests pretending to be larger companies offering sponsorship deals. I used to get these several times a year, but now it's almost every single week, sometimes twice a week. That's not a political thing, it's a fact. Thankfully, most of the time, these scams are so obviously fake, as I know my channel isn't big enough to get sponsorship from companies such as Amazon, Coca-Cola or Netflix. You stupid scammers. Unfortunately, when it comes down to companies that are within my niche, that's where it becomes a little bit harder to instantly dismiss. This results in me having to check their followers or who they're following, and sometimes even reach out to the companies themselves in order to confirm their identity. And 9 times out of 10, they are not legit. Which completely sucks, because I've actually built up some incredible relationships with big video game companies and small indie developers because my DMs are open. In fact, I'm working on a huge Kickscammer scam project right now that requires input from you guys. Having my DMs open is a great way of asking for help from people who may want to stay anonymous. So what do I do? Do I shut down my DMs or do I keep them open? Honestly, when it comes down to X, unfortunately, I might have to finally shut them down because I just got a scam that was so good that it almost got me. On Thursday the 16th, January 2024, I got myself a DM request.
Hey mate, are you open to a paid collab?
Cautiously optimistic, I decided to take a look at the profile. Not followed by anyone I follow was a bit of a red flag, I will admit, but considering the account was opened back in 2015, I at least knew that this wasn't some new account recently opened by some random hacker. Then I clicked the link that took me to the YouTube channel that was in the bio. Damn, 400,000 subscribers! Sure, Minecraft videos are not exactly my thing, but my guess is that this is someone that was looking to break into new areas of YouTube, and heck, I was happy to do the same for my channel. I checked the links associated with the YouTube channel, which used to be the About Me section, and yes, it links back to the Twitter account that was messaging me. Heck, they even had a secondary channel too, and damn, 200,000 subscribers, which also, again, connected to that same Twitter account, which further confirmed to me that the main YouTube account wasn't unknowingly hacked. In other words, it was incredibly unlikely that some random hacker had hacked a Twitter account and 2 YouTube accounts and then linked them all together. Everything just seemed legit. Confusing, but still legit. Plus, on top of that, the Twitter account was still actively posting stuff. These are the steps that I have to go through every time a DM comes in from a legit looking account. It's a real pain, honestly, and one that drives me and many others, I'm guessing, completely up the wall. So with my worries mostly taken care of, I decided to reply. Hello bud, thanks for reaching out. What do you have in mind?
Yo, Daniel, what's good? I've got an awesome idea for my channel and I'd love for you to join. I'm starting a podcast with other YouTubers where we chat about games. You'll just answer 15 simple pre-prepared questions over an audio call. The podcast will be about 20 minutes long and I'm ready to pay you $1,000 for your time. It's a super chill and easy way to have a great conversation and create some fun content for my audience, Daniel. If you're down to join, hit me up and we can talk details, bro.
Something's not quite right here. I forgot to mention that TB Live was not following me on X, but then all of a sudden after I sent that reply, he started to follow me. And crazier still, $1,000 to answer 15 questions? I've done multiple podcasts in the past. If you said that I'd done 100, I wouldn't be shocked. And never have I once ever charged someone to interview me. I reached out to a few much bigger YouTubers than myself to get their opinion on what was going on, And they too were as confused as me. Why are they wanting to pay you to be a part of a podcast? You'd probably do that for free, right? Yep. These tubers also did the same small amount of investigating that I did, and everything came back a-okay. Perhaps this was actually legit. Or perhaps this was a trap? A sort of social experiment to see how much people can get YouTubers to pay for stupid things. I mean, honestly, we had no idea. We couldn't work out the angle whatsoever. One thing we did notice was that the account was associated with an influencer manager in the bio on Twitter. So the assumption was that this was just some crazy marketing strategy thought up by some influencer manager intern in order to get more exposure to the TbhHonest YouTube channel that they represent. Honestly, I didn't know what was going on, but I was intrigued, so I continued to talk to this person to dig a little deeper. I'm confused. You want to pay me $1,000 to answer 15 questions?
Yes, but the podcast will take place inside Minecraft, where I've prepared the necessary map and location. There'll be microphone, cameras, a big table, and a fully built studio. Overall, it'll just be like real life, but inside Minecraft. I know how lazy everyone can be these days, so it might be hard to join the right Minecraft server. LOL. That's why I've raised my offer to $1,000 from the start, just to make sure the YouTuber won't refuse.
Okay. Honestly, all my experience with Minecraft has been playing with my two children in split screen mode on the Switch. I know next to nothing about Minecraft, except for the fact that it has a stupidly big following, which obviously very much intrigued me. Still, I don't know why I was the channel that he or his manager picked up for this collaboration. Well, thank you ever so much for the incredible offer. What made you think of me? A couple of days passed.
Yo, Daniel, the work days have been crazy tough, but I've finally got some free time. Let's hop on a call with my management and go over all of the details about the deadline payment and everything else. When will you be free?
Exactly as I thought. This is just some influencer manager's plan to get more eyes on the TbhHonest YouTube channel. Plus, go back to his main Twitter profile and you'll see a pinned tweet from January 14th of this year explaining that he wants to hit 500,000 subs in 2025. This dude is obviously on a mission and he's willing to pay the price in order to reach those goals. Now, regarding the money, I never ever have charged someone to interview me. The whole thing just seemed completely backwards, as obviously this was going to be helping me out way more than it would help him out. He has a larger audience, and I presume the video would be going on his channel and not mine. So I decided that if this was going to be going ahead, then I would pick a charity for the money to go to. This not only is a pretty decent thing to do, but by doing so, not only do I still get the exposure on his channel, but I still had that worry that this was some kind of weird social experiment thing that I hadn't quite worked out yet. Was I getting scammed somehow? Honestly, I couldn't work out the angle they were going for if they were trying to scam me. Perhaps they were going to be asking for my bank details further down the line. And look, heck, if that was the case, by giving all of the money to charity and making them give the money to charity, this would eliminate all worries on my part. Also, notice the timestamps between the messages. This helped me believe that this was legit, as most scammers that you communicate with instantly reply, and in this instance, you had entire days or longer between the replies. Which leads me to Monday the 20th, 4 days after our first communication, when he asks me at 11:43 PM if I wanted to jump on a call. I just got into bed. What platform would be best, bud?
Maybe tomorrow then. What's your time zone?
I'm in the UK, mate, but yes, I'm pretty much free all day, buddy. Notice how there was no rushing going on here? Whoever was behind this X account was very respectful, which again made me believe that this was not a scam. So the next day came and yes, once again they asked if I would jump on a call, to which I said, sure thing. What platform? After a small amount of back and forth, I see a preview of the call and a link to a site called ClickUp. Okay, I don't recognise ClickUp myself, a quick Google search showed that it was a legit service, so I clicked away. This took me to a website and I tried the try for free button. I entered the code they gave me, hit enter, and boom, an installer started downloading. In actual fact, 2 installers started downloading. And then instantly, Windows Defender deleted them. Now, obviously, throughout this entire ordeal, there were a few smaller red flags, but this one was without a doubt the biggest. I reached out to my IT admin buddy Andrew, who decided to download the app on his Mac, and he was unsuccessful in doing so. Nothing happened when you clicked that button. I tried it on my phone, and again, nothing happened. The website was looking for a Windows PC, and thankfully, when it found one, my one, Windows Defender jumped in and deleted whatever it was trying to do. Now, in order to find out what we had here, we did another check on the program that it was trying to download from another computer. Surprisingly, it came back completely clean. Whilst all of this was going on, I reported back to TB that the ClickUp program was not working for me and even set up a Zoom call for them to join, which they never did.
We were sitting inside the room and everything seemed fine. My manager has nothing but a ClickUp, bud. Yeah, bro, I just spoke with my manager and we'll have to reschedule the meeting because of this. Let me figure out what's going on and I'll get back to you with an answer. I'm so sorry for this issue. I ping you soon.
And that was the last I heard from them. Now, after this, I decided to have a look around and see if I could find anywhere or anyone that was speaking about ClickUp.live being a scam version of ClickUp.com, but I could find absolutely nothing. I even created an account on the official ClickUp.com in order to speak to someone, but I only got an AI assistant. I went looking for TB Live, known on his channel as TbhHonest, but all roads led back to this one X account. However, looking back on that pinned X post, the pinned tweet, I hate that all of this has changed. Looking back on that pinned X post, I saw something. Yes, you got that TB Live X account in the attached picture, but you also have an Instagram, and that had a link to a link tree. And when I clicked that had a completely different X account attached, which when I clicked that, linked to a YouTube channel that no longer exists. Oh my God! And then, the very next morning, I got another DM from a completely different YouTuber, another massive YouTuber, a YouTuber I'd never heard of, a YouTuber I had no connections with, and this was a Roblox YouTuber. And they asked,
"Hey, are you open to a paid collab?"
So, what's going on here then? What's the TLDR? Well, after building trust, or in my case intrigue, with those original messages, after several days, I was sent a link to a fake website that downloaded a program to my PC that would have done God knows what. Most likely, as they knew about my channel, it would have been to steal my YouTube channel. When all this went down, that installer and even the site hosting it were coming back as safe and legit by the antivirus checkers that we were using. However, the very next day, the site no longer existed. It redirected to the official ClickUp.com, and that XE has now started showing signs of malware. In other words, I was targeted right near the beginning of this scam's life before most big antivirus programs out there knew that it was a scam. I started to see errors that I stupidly didn't see before. Like, for instance, the preview picture that normally goes above the link for ClickUp.live wasn't a preview picture that you would see above a link. It was just a doctored picture sent at the same time as the ClickUp Live link to fool me into thinking that it is what I would see when I opened said link. And as for this official YouTube channel linking to this unofficial X account, well, sadly, that's just incompetence. From what I can tell, that Twitter associated to the channels was an old or hacked Twitter account. And the new Twitter account has a YouTube link that eventually got changed. TbhHonest just hasn't updated both his YouTube channels or his Twitter. And I'm guessing he never set up proper security on his old Twitter account, which is why it has now got hacked. In other words, I almost got hacked, but I didn't, but I did get extremely close to getting hacked. Look guys, this is quite a strange one, and I don't normally do this sort of content, but I had to get this video out there as quick as humanly possible because I think this may become the new norm. I asked hundreds of other YouTubers, I'm in a massive group, and I asked them all, and no one's ever had this, but I do think this is going to become quite a common thing. So please do share this video so other content creators of all types get to see it and hopefully are more prepared for when, you know, these sort of messages do come in. And look, hey, if you want to see a video about another scam, a crazy scam about the French lady that got scammed by a fake Brad Pitt and lost almost $1 million, I go into crazy amount of detail right there for you to go check that out. And look, if you are still watching, go down in the comments and say hello to the scammers, because I'm about to send this video to them once it's gone live. You